Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton.
I tell y'all I was just making some food, right?
What kind of artist are you? Why you want to do that? Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, I want to do another installment of So You Want to Be in the Music Business. And I haven't done one in a while. I think I've only done one, really, maybe two. But I wanted to do one called Be a Producer. And why did I say that? Well, what does a producer do? Okay, this is the thing. You know, when I'm searching for a producer for a project that I'm working on, I will put an ad in like Craigslist and maybe Backstage and maybe a few other places, and I will get everything from beat makers to remixers to musicians who have their own home studio to just everything, you know, people who do mastering, and it's like, okay, now that's not a producer. So sometimes you have to define what you want in a producer before you actually look for one, because different producers do different things. This is how I look at a producer. Since I write and I usually hear a lot of the instrumentation in the songs that I do, sometimes I'll do a little pre-production at home, and I would be able to basically hear what's going on in the song. Now what I want in the producer is I want someone usually who has their own studio or who has a regular studio that they work in, who can do all the engineering work. And sometimes there's producers who don't do the engineering and they have someone they work with who does the engineering, who actually does the actual working with the machines. But generally I want an all-encompassing person, somebody who also plays an instrument or two or three or four live instruments, but also can program everything. It's great to have somebody who just programs stuff, you know, on the keyboard or whatnot. You know, that's fine, and a lot of times it comes out great. But with the type of music that I do, being R&B, you know, and having that old school feel, I generally sometimes want a live sound. So just having like a live drum, or having, you know, I got in one song, I got a live saxophone. Everything else is programmed, but I got the live saxophone and live keyboards, you know, or having a few live instruments. Sometimes having a guitar that's live. You know, I've got a song, Bigger Than Me, has the live guitar in it with live keyboards. It brings a little more warmth to the song. So I also look for someone who can do that. You look for someone who can also record the vocals in their studio, and someone who can do the mixing. They don't necessarily have to be able to do the mastering. It is good if they can, but you want to find someone who can do several, if not all of these things, because you want to find someone, especially if you're working on a budget, who can give you a package deal. You know what I'm saying? Generally, you know, I'll work off, maybe I'm doing one song and I say pay, let's say $500, you know, but if you're doing 3 songs, then maybe you pay $900 or $1,100, you know, so you get a big discount for doing several songs. And a lot of times I'll try to do that when I find a producer. I have many songs that I want to work on with that one person. So again, what does a producer do? For me, a producer is the one that can fill out the full production. I may bring them just a bare bones something, and they can help me to realize the rest of the song. They can make it a full radio ready production. They are to do the production. And sometimes that entails just playing out the things that I want them to play out. But a lot of times it also entails, oh, we should try this, or we should try this. You know, this would sound good with this instrument, or this would sound good like this. You know, let me play with this for a little while and let you listen to it, and then you can pull out and put in stuff as you like. That kind of thing is a full-scale producer. You know, I even have someone that I work with that's done several of my songs, and he actually started out as a vocal arranger. So like, he actually brings another thing to the mix. He can hear what's going on with the vocals, and he can hear little harmonies, you know, and he can do little background stuff for me and say, okay, no, let's try this part and sing a little of this and try this. So that adds to the mix, and it adds to how much you can charge, actually. So if you are somebody who has learned a lot of instruments, maybe you like to sing but you're not really a singer, you don't have the voice for it. Maybe you know like a lot of programming kind of stuff. You know, you might want to be a producer if you can't become an artist, or if you aren't hitting as an artist, because a lot of times the things that I talk about, you may start out as a songwriter, you may start out as a producer and become an artist from working with so many other people, and then you get a deal, you know, doing your own material and singing yourself. So I just say that to say this: you want to be in the music business, be a producer.
I could sing the whole day long, it's not enough.